Hello, and welcome to this JetVA training video. As a virtual airline, we wish to record all flights completed by our pilots, and we can then show them on our website. The Blue Sky Tracker is the software that we use for this process. Blue Sky Tracker is a small piece of software that automates the process on behalf of our pilots. Blue Sky Tracker works on a Windows-based PC, and pilots using Microsoft Flight Simulator or FSX must already have FSUIPC installed on their PCs. Pilots using X-Plane must have the XPUIC file already installed on their PCs. Installation is a fairly simple process, and in this training video we will show you how to install Blue Sky onto your Windows-based PC. The first step in installing the Blue Sky Tracker is to download it from the website. To download Blue Sky Tracker from the website, we go to Flight Ops. From Flight Ops we go to Downloads and we click. We are now on the Downloads page. Scrolling down on the Downloads page, we scroll to the area that says Flight Logging Systems, and we are after the system or the file that's called Blue Sky Tracking. Now, depending on which browser you have will depend on how this will be saved to your PC, but you must save this file to a PC so that you know where it is in order to open it and install it. To save the file, I'm using Chrome at the moment. I simply click on the file, and for Google Chrome you can see it's now being loaded and saved to my PC down here. Once the file is downloaded, we can see that it has the .zip extension indicating that it's a compressed file. First thing we need to do is uncompress this into its own folder. With Windows this is fairly easy nowadays. Simply right mouse click the file and select Extract All. You'll be offered a choice of where to extract the file to, but generally speaking it's pretty much where you've got the zip file. I've got the option that says show extracted files when complete, and so it will allow me to go into the folder that it creates. I'm now going to extract the contents of this zip folder. I've opened up the zip folder and I now see the .msi file, and it's the .msi file that we can now use to install Blue Sky. By double clicking the MSI file, I'm presented with the open file and the dialog box to run the installer. I'm now going to run the installer. It says welcome to the Blue Sky Setup Wizard, and the wizard will take us through the process. Click Next to continue. I'm offered where I want to install the file. The default location is a fairly good location. It's only a small application, and that is a good location. Should you later on experience problems with the application itself, if it's installed in the default location, there are plenty of people around that can help you resolve them. Who should I install it for? Well, anyone or everyone that uses my PC, or just me. I'm just going to use it just for me. It says confirm the installation, it's ready to install it, and I'm going to say next to let it install. As I said, it's a small application and it takes a few seconds only to install it on your computer. We can see down the bottom of the window here it's asking us to confirm that our Windows update is up to date. The Blue Sky Tracker uses the .NET framework, which is part of Windows, and as it uses the .NET framework we need to keep that .NET framework up to date. By using Windows Update on your PC it will automate this for you. I'm now going to close the installation and we'll move into the next step. For Windows Vista and Windows 7 users, there's now an additional step we have to make. We need to set the Blue Sky Tracker so that it runs with administrator privileges. For this, we need to go where the file was installed, and you'll recall I put it into the default location, which was C drive, Program Files x86, FS Products, and Blue Sky. In here we can see we have the bluesky.exe application file. I'm going to right mouse click on this file and select its properties. I'm now going to go to the compatibility tab, and inside the compatibility tab down here at the bottom I've got the privilege level, and I need to tick this so that it runs the program as administrator, and we simply click OK. We are now ready to set up and run the Blue Sky Tracker. Now that we have Blue Sky Tracker installed, it's time to start it up and give it some basic information. you will find on your desktop that you have now the Blue Sky Tracker icon, and also in your start menu there'll be a shortcut to Blue Sky Tracker. Double click this to open the Blue Sky Tracker software. Once opened, we need to put in some basic information. Firstly, we go to Info and Settings. You need to put in your Pilot ID exactly as you were issued when you joined the website. In my case it's EZY1291. And then your password. Obviously your password will be different to mine. Mine's just 8 little dots. Next, we must select which of the two airlines that the Blue Sky software works to. We're JetVA, EasyJet, and we need to confirm that that is selected. We now hit Save, and we'll see our details have appeared here. The next step is very, very important. We now need to close the Blue Sky Tracker application and restart it. This is so that it can register our settings within the Windows environment. I close the application. Am I sure I want to exit? Yes. And once it's closed, I now restart Blue Sky Tracker. You will notice as it started this time, it's already picked up my details and my password, and if we went to the info in the settings, you can see there that JetVA is already there. I've got the browser URL. Now let me just close this window. Within the Blue Sky Tracker, we've got a web browser. One of the things that I like to do is I like to change the settings for that particular browser. I change mine to www.jetva.co.uk so that when I go to the web browser, it'll pick it up next time we restart the application. When I go to the web browser, it takes me to the JetVA website. So if I just close the application now and restart it, now when I go to web browser, it takes me to the JetVA website. The Blue Sky Tracker is now installed and ready for use. In our next lesson, we'll be looking at how we download a flight from the website and then use the Blue Sky Tracker itself to track our flight within Flight Simulator.